stuff. You're going to remain standing and face it.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
You may sit or stand, whatever you feel comfortable.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Could you please state your name for the record and spell your last name?
Janelle Salas, S-A-L-E-S.
Where are you from?
Maryland.
What do you do for a living, Miss Salas?
I am the Chief of Staff to Mr. Diggs.
When you say Mr. Diggs, is that Stefon Diggs?
Correct.
How long have you been Mr. Diggs' Chief of Staff?
Since July 2023.
What are your responsibilities? What do you do day to day as his Chief of Staff?
I manage all the moving parts. It also varies between during the season or off season. Calendar management, vendor management, and I'm pretty much the liaison between his marketing and talent agency. If I need to speak to finance, anything that comes up with his agent, anything personal, family related.
Sounds like quite a bit there. Okay. You said it varies by whether it's in the off season or the season. What does that mean?
So during the season, the calendar is pretty much structured for about 20 weeks, depending how long it goes, from camp all the way until the end of the season. So there's a strict schedule day to day, pretty much from 7 to 6 p.m. And then off season, it varies between training, traveling, and other business commitments.
Okay. And so you've been saying season and off season. Fair to say Mr. Diggs is a professional football player?
Correct.
Right. And so that would be the football season?
Correct.
You said that in the off season, in the regular season, there is kind of schedules that you have to liaise with the team on, correct?
Correct.
Right. In the off season, it's more a schedule that you and Mr. Diggs can set then?
Correct.
When is the football season? What time of year?
Preseason, I would say July. So that's when we start preparing for camp. And then it starts, the actual NFL preseason is August. And then the official NFL season begins in September.
Okay. And when does it end?
If you go all the way through, January and February.
All right. So December is during the
Season.
NFL season?
Regular season.
Regular season. Among the things I think you just mentioned that you have to kind of arrange is living arrangements, places to live,
Correct.
right? And have you lived in different places, or have you
Correct.
helped kind of secure
Yes.
housing over different places?
Yes.
And where's that been the last few years?
When I first started with him, it was between Buffalo, Houston, Miami, and then as of the past season, Dedham, Massachusetts.
All right. How did that house in Dedham, Massachusetts come to be the place where Mr. Diggs lived?
I got connected with a realtor through a mutual business associate, and he found this open home for rent because the goal is to rent a home. And so they found this space, and we looked at it. We did the walkthrough, and it was pretty much the only one that was really available in the area because it was super limited, and it fit
Let
the
me
needs.
just stop you there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So you were involved essentially in setting up that house?
Correct.
All right. I want to talk to you for a moment as well about other employees, contractors, those types of things.
Okay.
Are you involved at all in hiring or kind of arranging different services?
Yes.
Right? And so what would those be, generally speaking?
During the season, it would be his wellness and maintenance schedule. So it's massage therapists, nurses for his IV therapy, hair, nails, esthetician, just pretty much did regular maintenance on his body to just keep him going throughout the season.
Okay. And in terms of any other employees, have you had to try to, arrange for flights,
Yes.
drivers?
Correct.
What about a chef?
This past one, we were just familiar. friend. He was friends with her.
All right, let me go back before. Have you hired chefs before in the
Correct.
past?
Yes, I have.
All right.
Yes.
In terms of just kind of the process of hiring drivers, chefs, masseuses, anybody else, is there a normal process for engaging someone for their services?
We vet them out. I typically have, I ask someone that was already a trusted resource, and I vet them out through them. We get paperwork, we come to agreements to terms. Sometimes they have a contract, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have an NDA, sometimes they don't. It really is dependent on the relationship. And also, especially if they're new, they get the full-on package, basically. NDA,
All the paperwork you just
W-9,
described.
correct.
Okay. So you mentioned you didn't have paperwork for the most recent chef. Is that fair to say?
Correct.
And what's that person's name?
Mila
Do you know Mila's last name?
Adams,
All right. When did Mila Adams start working as the chef?
July of 2025.
Where did she work?
In Dedham at the house.
All right. Did she live in the house as well?
Correct.
Who were the other people who spent time in that house and or lived in it?
Spent time in it. I spent time in it when I would visit for games. His brother visited, one of his childhood best friends, photographer, videographer, mom, and other business associates and any friends that would come and visit.
Okay. Were there kind of permanent or assigned bedrooms in that house?
There was a general understanding of whose room, who stayed in which room, and pretty much if you got there, it's like first come, first serve. So there was only just 2 assigned rooms.
All right. Did Mr. Diggs have an assigned room?
Correct, he did.
And where was that in the house?
It was the main primary bedroom. When you walk upstairs, there's the first immediate bedroom. There's a landing and a laundry room, and it's the first immediate bedroom to your right.
All right. You just walked us in the house there for a moment. Could you just describe what the layout of the downstairs looks like?
So generally, there's a big grand foyer. When you walk into the house from the front door, there's a formal living room. To the right, there is a office to the left. When you walk up, it's about 2 steps, and you go up, there's a formal dining room on the right. And then you walk up, it's an open concept, so it's an open living room and an open kitchen to the front of you. To the left of that is the stairs going upstairs to the 4 bedrooms. And then there's a stairs that go downstairs, right underneath the stairs that go up to 2 bedrooms in the basement.
Okay. Did Miss Adams have a room in that house?
She did.
Where was that?
So when you walk upstairs to the landing part to the to the 3rd floor, you walk up the second flight of stairs, which is about 4 or 5 steps. There's a bedroom to the right. And then there's 2 bedrooms to the left. She lived, her room was the last bedroom all the way down the hallway on the left side.
I think you just described that this was an open set.
Yes, it's open. So it basically looked like there was a bridge, like a U bridge from the upstairs looking down, because the middle of the house, you can look down and you can see everything.
Okay.
And you can look up and you can see the hallways of both going into all 3 bedrooms.
Understood. So, different people at the house, did you have a key?
I had a key to the front door.
Okay. Were there any other security systems set up at the house other than just locks?
The garage, and then doors for like her bedroom and his bedroom.
Okay. And is that
and his closets.
All right. Any other measures on the house?
Garage door. I know there was a ring camera system, an alarm system, but other than that, nothing out of the ordinary.
Got it. So I want to direct your attention to December 2nd, 2025.
Okay.
Were you working that day?
Yes.
Where were you?
I was at the house. It was the day after the Monday night football game, and I had a hair appointment because we were getting ready to leave for a trip.
Where were you going?
Miami, Florida.
Who was going to Miami, Florida?
Miami trip consisted of Mr. Diggs, myself, his brother, his childhood best friend, and another close friend of his.
Who had made the arrangements to get that group of people to Miami?
Me.
When did you start making those arrangements?
The week prior, once we figured out the logistics. I typically try to do things a few days prior just because of the requirements that some of the travel vendors need from us, and because it's such a busy week. So I try to book as soon as possible.
All right. What was going on in Miami?
He had Art Basel, which is a art festival, art fair, and he was showcasing he was debuting his furniture line.
Right, so Mr. Diggs has a furniture line?
Correct.
That week, was he not working? Was he missing a game? What was happening?
So Monday night, he had the Monday night football game, and it was going into his bye week.
What's a bye week?
Bye week is pretty much the 1 week that the NFL gives to players where they're pretty much off. They just have to report back on the scheduled day that it's typically like 4 or 5 days off, no meetings. They can go on vacation. They come back that Monday.
All right.
Regular scheduled programming.
And the plan was to go to the Art Basel, is what it was
Correct.
called?
Correct, yes.
In Miami during the bye week.
Yes.
Anything else going on in Miami?
We were also celebrating his birthday,
What day is his birthday?
November 29th.
Right. So his birthday had already come and gone, correct?
Yes.
All right. And was there a birthday party that week?
There were, at his house or in Miami?
In Miami, I mean.
In Miami, correct, there was.
You mentioned that there was a game the night before. What time's a Monday night game start, if you know?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock p.m.? So you know when it ends?
Probably midnight, and we probably didn't get out of there until like 2 a.m.,
Got it.
maybe 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
So that morning you said you were getting a hair appointment?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that?
It was at the Dry Bar in Chestnut Hill, and my appointment was at 10 a.m.
How did you get there?
I drove.
Do you have a car?
No,
Whose car did you drive?
I drove Mr. Diggs' car.
Got it. And how long did that take you to get to the hair appointment, if you remember?
About 30, 35 minutes because of traffic and the weather.
You mentioned that there was a Ring video system.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask you to take a look at a video that is on Exhibit 11. One moment. That's fine.
Council, do you need a minute? Because I can take the morning recess now if that's helpful. That's okay, whatever. All right, let's do this. Let's give you a second and everyone, oh, wait, here we go.
Here we go. Yes, if we could play that. And for the record, that's a video ending in the number 602. Do you recognize what we just saw there?
Yes, that's Mr. Diggs' Maybach.
Okay. And what's happening that
He left for work.
Where were you?
I was in the car, probably waiting to leave and warming up the car to go.
Okay. And you weren't in that car that we just saw drive out,
I was in
correct?
his Porsche.
I'm happy to continue, Judge, but we have a while further, so it might make sense.
No, that's fine. Why don't we take, jurors, why don't we take the morning recess? I think there should even be some coffee back there for you for a moment, all right? Thank you. All right.
All rise, jurors can step down this way, please.
Court, all rise. This honorable court is back in session. You may be seated.
I may resume, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Ms. Salas, we just watched a video off of Exhibit 11, and I think you said that was Mr. Diggs going to work?
Correct.
What kind of car was that?
A Maybach.
Okay. You said you were in a Porsche warming the car up?
Correct.
I'm going to ask you to, first I'm going to ask Ms. Silva to play a video there ending in 610. I'm going to ask you to watch that, Ms. Salas. Okay, so if we can replay that, you can get a look at it, Ms. Salas. If we could pause it right there real quick. All right, so do you recognize what that video depicts?
Yes.
What's that?
It's the Porsche leaving the house.
Who's driving
Me.
that? That's you leaving the house?
Yes.
All right. And if I could direct your attention here, the time on the exhibit is 9:26 Eastern Standard Time on December 2nd, 2025.
Correct.
Does that sound about right for when you left the house that morning?
Yes. Because my appointment was at 10 a.m.
Okay. So looking at that image, can you tell us, kind of just orient us on what we're looking at there?
The car, so that's the front of the house, and there's a long driveway that goes towards the back of the house to a 3-car garage, and a driveway where you can probably fit maybe 2 or 3 more cars in the actual plot in front of the garage.
All right. Is there a way to enter the house through the garage?
Yes, there's an entry door going straight into the grand foyer of the house. There's the basement entry, stairwell, a powder room on the right, the entry stairwell to the basement to the left, and when you walk straight, there's the grand foyer. In front of you is the dining room, and then the formal living room, and then to the left is the living room and the kitchen,
Okay.
and the stairwell going up to the 3rd floor.
Going upstairs.
Yes.
All right. And so did you go through the garage to drive that Porsche out that morning?
Yes.
Do you remember getting back to the house?
Yes.
Do you remember what time that was?
It was in the afternoon after I had ran my errands from my hair appointment.
Okay. What I would ask is if Miss Silva could play a video with the last 3 numbers, 637, off of that same exhibit, Exhibit 11. If we could maybe replay that one more time, it's only about 3 seconds. All right, so do you recognize what that depicts?
Yes, it's the car returning home.
And is that you driving the car?
Yes.
All right. And the timestamp on that indicates it's 12:59:59 Eastern Standard Time. So it's just about 1 p.m. Is that consistent with your recollection of when you got
Yes.
home?
Yes.
What were you doing that day after you got your hair done?
I was coordinating our travels because I was getting updates from the airport regarding the change of airports, change of planes, and trying to just get everybody together
Okay.
to be ready to leave by the end of the night.
So you were working.
Correct.
And is there an area where you worked in the house?
In the kitchen, in the small little dining table, like in between the kitchen and the living room.
Okay. I'm going to ask Ms. Silva to play one more video for us. That's going to be 183725 on Exhibit 11. try to replay that one more time as well. All right, so it looks like she's paused it here, a second into the frame. Do you recognize what's depicted in this video?
It's the Maybach coming home.
All right, is that Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
The timestamp on that looks like it says 15:38 and 51, so maybe 3:39, 3:40 p.m.
Yes.
Is that consistent with your recollection of when you got
Yes.
home?
Yes.
You said you were working that afternoon. Do you know where Mr. Diggs went in the house?
He likely went to say hi to his brothers and then went straight upstairs to take a nap because it's the day after a game.
Objection.
Sustained.
Okay. Where were you sitting?
I was probably walking around the house, either the kitchen, probably going up and down to the basement because I was probably doing laundry, just running around the house.
Objection.
Sustained, that response is stricken from the record, jurors will disregard.
So let me ask you, you mentioned that you remembered doing something with flights and getting to the airport.
Correct.
What is that? What do you mean?
So, because one of the airports that we usually travel frequently at, the Norwood Airport, there's limitations on the planes, and especially if the weather is bad, they typically recommend that we fly into another airport, which was Bedford.
Bedford, Massachusetts?
Correct.
So is that to say the weather was not great?
Correct.
December 2nd?
Correct.
That day,
Mhm.
when you're making these phone calls, sending emails, doing whatever work you're doing to coordinate, you said you were downstairs.
Mhm.
Did you see anybody else walking around downstairs during that afternoon?
Mila was there, his brother was there, and his childhood best friend, and another friend was also arriving in, who had flown in to go to Miami with us.
Okay. You said Mila was there. Did you see her that afternoon?
Yes.
What did she look like?
She looked like she was going to work out. She had workout clothes on. She complimented on my hair. Just regular, just walking around the kitchen, probably around the house. Nothing out of the usual.
Okay. That afternoon, did you, is that the only time you saw Miss Adams? You see her again as the
Towards
day went on?
in the evening, closer to the evening.
So after dark?
Yes, it was because it was getting dark at like 3 o'clock at that time. So by like 3:30, 4 o'clock, maybe closer to 4:30, it was like dark.
Okay. And so sometime after that, you think you saw Miss Adams again?
Yes, because I was sitting in the kitchen and she had asked me if I purchased her flight.
The flight, was that a flight to Atlanta?
Correct.
And when you spoke to her that afternoon in the kitchen, did you observe anything on her face?
No,
Anything on her neck?
no,
Did you see any redness or swelling?
no,
Was she crying at all?
no.
What was she doing?
She was walking around looking for a piece of a paper and a pen to write a card, I guess write a note to him for his birthday gift.
When you say to him, is that to Mr. Diggs?
Correct.
That's that November 29th birthday you just referenced?
Yes.
That afternoon, was there anything on Mr. Diggs' schedule?
He had ozone therapy and massage.
So is that a nurse who comes and does fluids?
Yes.
And a massage, you said?
He has a massage therapist.
What time were those appointments?
I believe I told them both to come at 5.
Do you remember if those individuals actually appeared at the house?
Yes.
Did they?
I believe so.
That afternoon, you said you purchased a flight for Mila Adams to Atlanta?
Yes.
Did you arrange to get her to the airport?
Yes.
What time did that happen?
Probably in the 7 o'clock hour because you have to be there an hour before checking in your bag, and it took about 45 minutes to get to the airport. So probably between 7 to 7:30.
You think about 7:30?
Yeah.
And so, did she leave the house around 7:30?
She should have left around before 7:30 to get to the airport on time. if she was checking in a bag.
And you saw her prior to that,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So is it the encounter you had in the kitchen
Yes.
with the pen and the card, I think you mentioned?
Yeah, she was running to go to his room to put it on, I guess, his gifts that she was giving him.
Did you end up speaking to Mr. Diggs later that evening?
Yes.
And did you see any of those, the card or the presents that you
Yes, there were 2 boxes on his bed from Chanel. One he had opened up and he put on after his massage, and we were getting ready to leave. I told him, we got to pack, we got to go, we got to make this flight. He put the beanie on. There was another box that was unopened, and then there was a green Post-it with whatever note she had on it telling for his birthday.
All right. Prior to speaking to Mr. Diggs, prior to arranging for
Yes.
Miss Adams' Uber, did you hear anything that afternoon?
No,
Any screams?
no,
Slam doors?
no,
Anything out of the ordinary?
no.
Do you know if Miss Adams cooked dinner that night?
It was like a hot dog. It was like and there was like mustard on it, but it was like left on the counter and it was like dried up. And then in the room, it was like dried up. So there was like 2 that were made.
Let me back you up on that. Do you know if she did cook dinner that night?
She did,
Where did she do that?
in the kitchen.
And what time did you see that?
I just remember the food being like prepared
Okay.
already.
And you mentioned it was a hot dog or something like
Yeah,
that?
it was like a hot dog, or like, you know, like Auntie Anne's when they have like the pretzel dogs. It kind of looked like that, but it just looked dried up.
Okay. That night, did you all leave for Miami?
Yes.
If I may have one moment. I just want to recap on one issue.
Okay.
I think you said Miss Adams complimented your hair. Did she tell you anything else?
No. She was like, "Oh, your hair's getting long and it looks good." I was like, "Thank you."
Okay. Did she tell you she was assaulted,
No.
strangled?
No.
You're the chief of staff?
Correct.
I have no further questions.
Come over here to a part.
Thank you. Good morning. And it's is it Sunni?
Yes, that's my nickname.
And it's is that SUNNYNIE? Is it?
SUNNY and then SUNNI.
Okay, so both ways. right?
Yes.
Okay. So right now you are the chief of staff. Is that right?
Correct.
And how long have you been Mr. Diggs' chief of staff?
Since July 2023.
And prior to that, what was your position?
I manage his household, but it was part-time
Where?
in
how long-
Maryland.
And how long did you do that?
September 2022 up until July 2023.
And prior to working for Mr. Diggs, what did you do?
I have been an independent consultant. I have been a project manager, event producer, and I consulted for companies for almost at that time, since 2017.
And right now, how much do you get paid by Mr. Diggs?
I would say
Overruled.
between 90 to 100,000 a year.
And when you were, what was the term of the previous job? The house manager?
Yes.
Oh, how much did you get paid when you did that?
I was on retainer for 5,000 a month.
And you mentioned you went to Art Basel?
Correct.
And how long was that?
That was from, we got there Tuesday evening up until the events were all the way through the weekend that Sunday.
And what kind of events were there?
There was a showcase of his furniture line, his birthday party, just, showcasing his new furniture line.
But, and you went to these events?
Yes.
Did you have to pay for any of these events?
No. Like physically? Like my own money?
Yeah.
No.
And did you have food there?
Yes.
Did you have to pay for your food?
Not with my own money.
So.
With my company card.
Okay. So,
yes.
Thank you. You mentioned driving one of his cars. What car was that?
It was his Porsche.
Is it a nice car?
Yes.
How often do you drive that one?
If I need to go run errands, if I need to do something, I will use the car as an insured driver.
And when you say run errands, is that personal errands or errands for Mr. Diggs?
Both.
Okay. How often do you go on trips with the staff?
As needed, specifically for business trips, more so.
Okay. On December 2nd, you were at least at some point in the house, right?
Correct.
And you saw Ms. Adams?
Yes.
So she was there in the house?
Yes.
And you saw Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
So he was there in the house?
Yes.
Did you, was there any time that day where were you following Mr. Diggs the whole time?
No.
Were you following Ms. Adams the whole time?
No.
So there a time when both of them were outside of your range of being able to see and
Yes.
hear? Have you been to Ms. Adams' room before?
Not all the way inside, but I knew which room she was in.
So you had not been inside that room before?
Not when she occupied it, but when we did the walkthrough, I was.
Okay, so when you were first looking at the house?
Yes.
But that day you were not in that room?
No.
Okay, so whatever could have happened in that room, you were unaware of anything that could have happened in that room?
Correct.
Your Honor.
Sustained in that form.
Is it fair to say that you have a financial interest in Mr. Diggs doing well?
Overruled.
What does that mean?
If he does well, do you do well?
I think we collectively do well.
Do you?
Yeah, even outside of financially.
Is he a good boss?
Yes, he's great.
Do you want to continue working for him?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Anything else for your witness?
I just have one question for you.
Yes.
You mentioned that you got to drive the Porsche.
Yes.
All right. Would you lie under oath to get to drive the Porsche and work for Mr. Diggs?
What does that mean?
It's part of lying under oath, your job.
What? I'm sorry. Can you?
Is your job to lie, or would you be truthful?
I'll be truthful.
Okay. Who else got to drive that car?
Mila and anyone around the house, if they needed to use the car, they would drive it.
Did you see Mila drive that car?
I've seen her drive the car before.
I don't have any other questions.
Anything else for this witness comment?
When you say just other people around the house, about how many people does Mr. Diggs have working for him?
Employed, one.
So then otherwise, are they all just contract, or
Correct.
do you know about how many?
Depending on the job, as needed.
Okay. Do you know in this?
Objection, Your Honor. We're now outside the scope of the redirect.
Overruled.
Just in December, do you know?
I couldn't give that to you on the top of my head.
Nothing further.
Thank you very much. You may sit down.
Thank you.
Defense calls Juliana Stratoti.
If you want to sit, you can remain standing and face the clerk.
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You may sit or stand.
Good morning, ma'am. Could you please state your name for the record and spell your last name for the jury?
My name is Juliana Stratoti, Stratoti.
Are you from Massachusetts?
Yes.
What do you do for work?
I'm a registered nurse.
Right. Where do you work?
Full-time I work at Mass General Hospital, and then I have a side, a per diem job at the Drip Bar.
What is the Drip Bar?
Drip Bar is a wellness and hydration service. It's a franchise, but we have a location in Foxborough.
Okay. And so what do you do as a nurse for the Drip Bar?
Provide like wellness services, hydration, like extra therapy for people that you don't get prescribed, like at a hospital or through your primary care physician.
Does some of that involve making house calls?
Yes,
On December 2nd, 2025, did you do some kind of treatment, a house call that afternoon?
I did.
And where was that?
At Mr. Diggs's house.
Right. And had you been to that house previously?
I had.
And that was at 7 Schoolmaster Street in Dedham, fair
Yes.
to say? Do you remember what time you got there?
Most of my appointments were 4, 5, or 6 o'clock. I think that day I got there at about 5 o'clock.
I may approach, Your Honor.
Yes, right in.
I'm going to put an image in front of you. I'm going to ask you to take a look at that and tell me if you recognize what that is.
That's me ringing at the front door on the Ring camera.
All right. And is that a fair and accurate depiction of you arriving at the house on December 2nd, 2025?
Yes.
I would move to admit as Exhibit 12.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, be so more.
And I'm going to show you another photograph and ask you to take a look at that.
That's me leaving the house on the Ring camera footage.
All right. Is that a fair and accurate depiction of you walking out of that house in the afternoon of December 2nd, 2025?
Yes.
I would move to admit as Exhibit 13.
No objection, Your Honor.
Thank you, be so more.
13. I'm going to put Exhibit 12 back in front of you and ask you, there's a timestamp at the bottom right corner.
Your Honor, maybe we can see it in sidebar?
Yes, of course. Powell's objection is sustained.
A moment ago, I think you described when your appointments routinely were. Do you recall what time you got to the house in Dedham that afternoon on December 2nd?
That day I got there at 4:50
Okay. PM?
p.m.
And do you remember when you left the house?
According to the Ring camera footage, it was.
Let me ask you this. Do you remember when you left the house?
I don't remember exactly the time, but all of my appointments were roughly 45 minutes to an hour long.
All right. And so on December 2nd, 2025, do you think, how long do you think you were in the house?
Probably about an hour.
In the house, when you were doing the treatment, where did it actually occur physically inside the house?
In the living room.
So then fair to say you were in that house that afternoon for about an hour, maybe a little less?
Yes.
Okay. Anything out of the ordinary that day?
Not that I recall.
Hear anything unusual?
No.
Did you see anything unusual?
No.
I have no further questions.
May I?
Yes.
Good morning still. Had you gone to Mr. Diggs' house prior to this date?
I had
And how many times have you done this before?
a handful of times. I think before that was 2 or 3.
Okay.
After that was a couple.
And without you saying the actual names of any of your clients, what kind of clientele do you have with this job?
It depends on what services they're looking for. So kind of all across the board.
Your Honor, I have no further questions.
Thank you, ma'am. You may step down.
Thank you.
County Defense calls Stephanie Anastasi.
Just watch your step, and if you could just remain standing and face the court.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Can you sit or stand, whichever you prefer.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you state your name and spell your last name for the record, please?
My first name is Stephanie. My last name is Anastasi, Anastassi.
And do you live in Massachusetts, Ms. Anastasi?
I currently live in Rhode Island.
Where do you work?
I work in Massachusetts.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a massage therapist.
Are you employed in that work?
Yes.
Who do you work for?
The Right Touch Day Spa in Attleboro, Mass.
All right. And you provide massage therapy treatment to clients? Is that
Yes.
right? And as part of your work, do you need to visit clients in their home?
I do that separately on my own, on the side.
I
No,
see.
it doesn't have anything to do with where I work currently.
Okay, all right. And as part of your work treating clients, are some of your clients professional athletes?
Yes, sometimes.
All right. And was one of your clients in December of 2025, Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
All right. And how did it come about that you were providing treatment for Mr. Diggs?
I used to work for the Celtics back in 2019, and whoever I used to work for, he's a physical therapist. He connected me with Mr. Diggs.
Okay, thank you. And you would provide massage therapy for Mr. Diggs at his home?
Correct.
About how often per week would you do that?
Twice a week.
All right. And where in the home would you provide that treatment?
Sometimes it was in the living room area, and sometimes it was in his bedroom.
Did you need any special equipment to provide your treatment?
He provided that. I do need some special equipment, yes.
I see. So there was the equipment in the house?
Yes.
I take it you used a table?
Yes.
Any other equipment?
No, just a massage table, and I would use my cups, which is for cupping.
I see. Okay. Thank you. How long did a typical treatment take?
Between a 90-minute to 2 hours.
Okay. And did you give Mr. Diggs a treatment on December 2nd, 2025?
Yes, I did.
Do you remember approximately when you arrived at his home for that treatment?
It was between 5:45 and 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay. And how did you get into the house?
I rang the doorbell, and Sunny opened the door for me.
Okay, thank you. And what happened next?
Then I asked Sunny where he was or where he would like his massage at. She told me he was in his room, and that's where he would like his massage. So I went and grabbed the massage table. It was in like a computer room, and I brought it upstairs, and he was laying in his bed, and I started setting up the table.
All right. And was Mr. Diggs, do you remember what he was doing when you walked in other than laying in his bed?
I think he was falling asleep a little bit, but I wasn't sure. It was just laying down.
Okay. So I take it you began the treatment?
So I set up, I grabbed the blankets and stuff, and then he fell asleep. So I texted Sunny, and I was like, hey, can I wake him up? And she said yes. So I ended up waking him up, and then he got on the table.
Okay. And about how long was the treatment that day, if you can recall?
It was between 90 minutes to 2 hours usually. It was more towards the 2 hours than the 90 minutes.
All right. And did anyone come into that while you were performing that treatment in that 90-minute to 2 hour window?
Yes. Mila Adams came in the room at the time.
Okay. And how did you know Mila Adams?
I seen her in the house. I've seen her multiple times in the house.
Okay. Have you ever spoken to her?
Yes, we've had conversation.
Okay. So while you're performing the treatment, can you just explain to the jury what you saw?
Yeah, so I was working on his right side leg, and I can, because the door is in front of me, and I can see whoever was walking in. She was walking in. She saw that he was asleep, left, and kind of came back at a later time. When she came back at a later time, he kind of woke up because he was asleep, and she kind of went over to the bed, and she asked him, there was something on the bed. She asked him if he was going to keep it, and then he said yes, and then she turned around and left.
And were you able to see what was on the bed?
It was a black box, but I'm not sure what it was or what was in it.
Okay. And did you ever have any occasion to look in that box?
No.
All right. How did Ms. Adams appear to you when you saw her come into the room those 2 times?
She seemed to be okay. It's nothing that I wasn't used to seeing in the past.
So she looked to your eyes the same as she had in
In the
every time
past.
you saw her?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see any marks on her face?
Not that I recall, no.
Did you see any marks on her neck?
No, she had a black jacket on, so I don't think I could see her neck, but I didn't see anything on her face at the time.
And did she seem upset at all to you?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay. All right. And Miss Anastasi, do you remember when you left the house that day?
It's probably between almost 8 o'clock, 7:30 and 8 o'clock that day.
Okay. Thank you very much. No further
Of course.
questions.
Good afternoon, Miss Anastasi. Oh, sorry, good morning still, actually, Miss Anastasi.
Hello.
You said you had previously worked at the Celtics, and is it like kind of word of mouth that you got a job working for Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
In your line of work, how important is word of mouth in order to find new clients?
It's very important.
And outside of just actual, I guess, technique and skill, is discretion and care of how you, because you're working with some high-profile people, is that also an important aspect to have?
I don't understand the question.
I'll withdraw it. Nothing further.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much, ma'am. You may step down.
And Your Honor, the defense calls Melissa Goddard.
Just watch your step. Remain standing. You can face the clock.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may sit and stand.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you state your name and spell your last name for the record, please?
Sure. Melissa Goddard, Goddard.
Thank you. And what city do you live in? City and state, please.
Boca Raton, Florida.
Right. And are you employed?
Yes, I am.
Where are you employed?
At PMG Private CFO.
And what is PMG Private CFO?
It's a boutique financial service company. So we do accounting, tax planning, tax prep, budgeting. We handle everything financial, data collection.
And is one of your company's clients Steph Diggs?
Yes, it is.
Right. And do you work on Mr. Diggs' account?
Yes, I'm his client manager.
All right. And how long have you been the client manager for Mr. Diggs' account?
Since November 13th, 2023.
Okay. And can you just briefly describe how Mr. Diggs' account is structured?
Sure. He has the personal side, which we call concierge, and the business side. So the personal side is his life personally, but because his person is a business, it transfers also over into businesses. And then he has several businesses that we operate.
Can you just very briefly identify the different businesses that he
Sure.
has?
Diggs Deep LLC, which is for his name, image, and likeness. Liam Brands International, which is a clothing brand. CV Passem, which is a furniture brand. And Diggs Deep Foundation, which is his charity organization.
All right. And so those businesses that you just described, are those handled on the business side of his account?
Correct.
All right, and then there's a personal side or a concierge side to
Correct.
handle his business, to handle his personal expenses.
Correct.
Okay. And up until, starting before October 2025, so from 2023 to 2025 October, which side of his account did you handle?
I handled daily business transactions for the most part.
Okay. And did you have a different colleague to handle the personal kind of concierge side?
Yes, the practical everyday concierge side we did.
And would expenses for private staff be handled on the business side or the concierge side?
The concierge side.
Okay. And did something happen in the fall of 2025 that caused you to take over responsibility for the concierge side?
Yes, we had an associate leave.
Okay. So the associate left, and then were you responsible in the fall of 2025 for both the business and the concierge side?
Yes.
Okay. And did you have responsibility at that time for payments to Mr. Diggs's private chef?
Beginning of November, yes.
Okay. Beginning of November 2025?
Correct.
And do you recall, well, what did you do when you took over responsibility for those payments?
I was notified at the beginning of November that the data collection program that we used was updated so that personal payments needed to be made. And one of them was for the chef, and I asked, catch me up. Does she have a contract? How do we pay her? Does she have a W-9? Does she have an NDA? Just general information, like, what do I do? And
who are you talking to when you were getting this information?
Sunni.
And who is Sunni?
Stefon's personal assistant.
Okay. All right. Do you recall receiving an invoice from Ms. Adams on December 1st of 2025?
Yes.
And do you recall what that invoice was for?
It was for 3 weeks of services in November and reimbursable expenses.
Okay. What did you do with that invoice when you received it?
I checked, immediately I knew that it was incorrect because I had paid her weekly for 2 of those weeks. So it raised a flag. I needed to figure out, had I made a mistake or had she made a mistake? And that caused me to look a little bit further into the reimbursable expenses. We're much more structured on the business side, so I usually audit those before paying them.
Okay. So when the flag was raised and it caused you to look a little bit deeper, what did you do to look a little bit deeper?
I pulled up every payment that we made to her for the last 18 months, as far back as I could go. And then I went through every receipt and reimbursable that we paid her for the last 6 months at that time.
Sorry. And at the conclusion, so would you describe that as a kind of an audit?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you receive an invoice and it's incorrect, I want to know, is it our mistake or was it her mistake? So I wanted to make sure that we had paid her correctly.
All right. And what did you learn from conducting your audit?
That she had submitted receipts multiple times over the course of 6 months, the same receipt. That she had submitted reimbursements for packages sent that were paid by our Federal Express account for reimbursement, that we had overpaid her.
And were you able to quantify the amount of money that she had been overpaid based on your audit?
Yes.
And how much money was that?
I think the total was $2,500 and change at that time, with an additional $744 that maybe was legitimate. I couldn't substantiate because there wasn't a date on it, so that was more in a gray area.
Okay. Did you ask Ms. Adams for more information about the money that she was seeking?
Yes.
How did you do that?
I contacted Sunni and asked for her email. I gave my phone number, even my personal phone number, so that she could reach me because sometimes they're in different time zones. I reached out to her twice.
Okay. And did you ever hear back from her?
No, she never responded.
Did you tell Mr. Diggs what you had identified, from, at least from the audit that you conducted?
Yes, he called me. We spoke about it on December 5th.
All right. And what was his reaction?
He's like, "Give me a report." And he had wanted to make sure that she was paid. And I told him I would get him a report, and he was fine.
In the course of conducting your audit, or actually strike that, did there come a time when you were aware that there was some paperwork not completed that you would have expected to be completed?
At the beginning when I took over, I asked for those things as, I think it was the beginning of December when the invoice didn't match what I had. You know, I'm buttoning things up. It's the end of fourth quarter. We're closing out the end of the year, so I wanted to make sure we had everything. So, you know, I was going through everybody's paperwork. But yes, it was about the beginning of December I realized we don't have her paperwork.
All right. And did you do anything about that?
Yeah, I had asked Sunni to, I had mentioned to Steph that I think we should get one. He said to coordinate with Sunni, which I did on December 4th. And I didn't receive anything, so I followed up with it as I normally would.
And how did you follow up with it?
I asked Sunni if she had collected it, and I emailed Mila asking for it.
Do you remember the date on which you emailed Mila for it? Sorry, Ms.
December
Adams.
8th.
December 8th.
Mhm.
Did you follow up again with Ms. Adams, if you can recall?
I did not, because Steph said not to worry about it.
Okay. Just one moment, I'm sorry, Heather.
Oh, you want to refresh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to look at it. All right. Ms. Goddard, you just testified that you followed up with Ms. Adams asking for the NDA on December 8th?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was incorrect. It was December 13th.
Okay, thank you. All right, no further questions, Your Honor.
Counsel, care to report?
Just briefly, good afternoon now. Miss Goddard, have you ever been to Mr. Diggs' house in Dedham?
No.
No further questions.
Thank you, ma'am. You may step down.
Thank you.
Defense call is Shai Charles.
Just watch your step and remain standing and face the clock.
Okay, thank you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may sit or stand.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Could you please state your name for the record and spell your first and your last name?
My name is Shai Charles. It's spelled Xiacharles.
Right. What do you do for a living, ma'am?
I own a hair salon and I braid hair, natural hair.
And where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn, New York.
You said you own a salon. Do you have an actual physical location?
Yeah, I
And
do.
is that down in the New York City area as well?
Yes, it's in Crown Heights.
How many clients do you have roughly?
Too many to count. I have lots of clients.
Okay. Is one of them Stefon Diggs?
Yes, it is.
How do you know Mr. Diggs?
I started doing his hair when he played for the Buffalo Bills.
Do you know how many years ago that was?
I'm not good with dates, but whenever he last played for the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you actually do Mr. Diggs's hair, how long does that process actually take?
I'd estimate probably about 3 to 5 hours, anywhere between that. Yeah.
And where have you done Mr. Diggs's hair?
At his house. He travels a lot for work, so wherever he needs me to do his hair, I go.
Is that true of other clients you have as well?
Yeah.
Have you been inside Mr. Diggs's house in Dedham?
Yes, I have.
All right. Do you know when he lived there?
I don't know when he occupied the space, but I could tell you the first time I went there to do his hair.
When was that?
It was when the season started with the Patriots, probably about July, September, around that time last year.
So that'd be 2025?
Yeah.
Okay. And had you been in Mr. Diggs's and other clients' house to do their hair previously?
Yeah, I have lots of celebrity clients, and obviously they wouldn't want to come to the salon, so I go to them. So wherever they're at, I go meet them there, whether it's a hotel, their house, wherever.
All right, so it sounds like September or July, fall of last year was the first time you were in Mr. Diggs's home in Dedham, but not the first time previously.
Yeah, first time in Dedham, but not like elsewhere at his house. Wherever he lived before that, I would go.
Got it. And having done that, did you meet some of the people who were normally around?
Yes.
Do you know a person named Sunni?
Yes.
Who's that?
His assistant.
Right. Did you meet any other family members of Mr. Diggs?
Yeah. Everybody that's in the house, his brothers, his mom, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever meet a person named Mila Adams?
Yes, I have.
Who's that?
It was his chef at the time when I met her.
And so when did you meet Mila Adams?
At the same time I went to the house for the first time, so like around July, September, whenever the season started with the Patriots.
Of last year?
Yeah.
Did you meet at the house?
Yeah.
And how much time were you at the house kind of the first time you met Miss Adams?
Probably like less than 24 hours or around that time, because I know I had a client the following day, so I just had to come do his hair. But that was late in the evening, and so I had to leave the following day. Yeah.
Okay. And so you met Miss Adams at that point, but did you speak to her?
I did, because I had to go to Walgreens to get some products, and so I asked anybody in the house if they needed anything, and Mila said she needed a sponge, a makeup sponge, and so I got her the sponge. When I came back to the house, she asked me how much money it was, and I told her it was okay, and that's the first interaction we had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any other further interaction with Miss Adams after that kind of initial 24-hour stay?
Yeah, when I came back to the house.
When was that?
I can't give you an exact date, but I could like estimate. So probably within 2 weeks, because he'll do his hair like every 2 to 3 weeks.
So about 2, maybe 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
You went back to the house in Dedham?
Yeah.
Was Miss Adams at the house in Dedham at that point?
Yeah.
And so did you speak more to her when you went back the second time?
Yeah. So can we go back? Because even after, because I don't
No,
know.
I'm sorry. Just
Okay.
I apologize, Miss
Yeah.
Charles. But
Yeah.
did you speak to Miss Adams again that second time you
Yeah,
went back
I
to
did.
the house?
We spoke more. Yeah.
All right. How much time did you spend with her that second time?
More time, like a longer time, because we were talking about food, and she wanted to come to New York to start her restaurant, and I'm a business owner, and we connected on the fact that she was a business owner, and I have like a big social media following, and I told her that she needed to do content, and I wanted to help her with her content so she could start her business. So we connected on that.
Did you end up helping her
Yeah.
with content?
Yeah.
Did you two stay in touch?
Yeah.
How long were you around at the house in Dedham that second time?
I can't tell you how long, honestly,
I would stay longer if it had a game and we'd go to the game together. But for however, because most times she'll be like the only female there and Sunny will come and go. And so I spent more time with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of following that time you spent together where you said you connected over being business owners,
Yeah.
did you two remain in contact?
Yeah.
And how did you do that?
We'll text, we'll send Instagram reels, we'll FaceTime.
So you guys exchanged phone numbers?
Yeah.
How much did you talk, you think, in the following weeks and months that fall?
A lot, because a lot. We talk about business, we'll gossip, we girls, so yeah.
Did you ever spend more time together in person with Miss Adams?
Yeah, I took her back to my country. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, so I took her to Tobago. She spent time with my family, with my grandmother. Yeah, I actually bought her ticket to go to Tobago, so yeah.
When was that?
This was probably around Thanksgiving time.
End of November then?
Yeah, whenever Thanksgiving was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Following that trip, do you remember where you went after that?
I came back to New York. We came back on the same flight. I came back to New York, and she went to Boston.
Okay. Do you remember where you were on December 2nd?
Yeah, actually, I was in Target, like late evening.
What were you doing in Target?
I was shopping for ingredients because I was spending too much money on Ubers, so I was buying ingredients to cook, like groceries.
You're buying groceries at Target?
Yeah.
What were you cooking?
So I wanted to make this like Cajun pasta with shrimp and like sausage. Mila had made it at the house, and it was healthy. And so I wanted to cook that because I didn't want to buy Uber Eats. I didn't want to spend money on Uber Eats, and I just wanted to be healthier and cook. And so I wanted to make it like her. So I was going through the aisles and like picking up stuff and calling Mila or message. Like I texted her a picture and asked her if it was this one, but she wasn't responding quick enough, so I FaceTime her.
All right, so let me break that down there for a minute. You're in Target, you're trying to purchase ingredients for a dinner that you had seen Mila cook?
Yeah.
You said at the house. Is that at the Dedham house?
Yeah.
All right. Did you say you were looking for, what was the ingredient you were looking for?
Like shrimp, but so she makes matcha as well. So I was trying to find out like what matcha to get, that specific one from tea dealers, shrimp, pasta, sausage, everything like that.
So you just said a moment ago that as you were trying to find ingredients, you started by taking a picture and sending it to Mila?
Yeah.
Do you remember what time that was at?
It was before 6 p.m. for sure, because I remember leaving my cart in Target to go pick up some dry cleaning for my boyfriend because I had to get it before it closed. So I actually left Target and came back to Target. So it was before 6 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about a specific time? Do you remember exact times?
So the dry cleaners was in Brownsville, Target was at Gateway. So I got there probably minutes to 6. So probably like the end, like ending at 4 or 5 p.m. somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned a text message or a photograph of an ingredient you sent.
Yeah.
Was there any record of that?
Yeah, I took a picture and sent it to her.
All right. Would that have had the actual time?
Yeah, and the
on
location.
The message?
Yeah.
Do you think taking a look at a record might refresh your recollection of what time
Yeah.
you sent that photograph? Did you say yes?
Yes.
If I may approach her?
Yes.
What I'm going to ask you to do, Ms. Charles, is
Yeah.
just take a look at that photograph. Okay? And I want you to look at that.
Yeah.
And after you've reviewed it, take a look up.
Yeah.
Having looked at that, does that refresh your recollection on what time
Yeah.
you actually began communicating with Miss Adams when you were in the Target?
Yes.
And what time was that?
It says 4:38 on the picture.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
that consistent with your recollection of when you reached out to Miss Adams?
Yeah.
Now, you said you started by texting and then you FaceTimed with Miss Adams?
Yeah.
What's FaceTime?
A video call app on every iPhone.
Had you FaceTimed with Miss Adams previously?
Yeah.
And so describe how that looks. What's happening at that point when you're FaceTiming?
So I FaceTime her, I told her what I was doing, we spoke about the pasta, and all the ingredients I needed to get, and she was like, girl, I'm not going to Miami. And she said she's going to go home to Atlanta for a couple of days, then she's going to come to New York. Well, she's going to go home to Atlanta, but she's going to stop off in New York for a couple of days.
All right, let me actually stop you there. I apologize, Ms. Charles. It was not a specific question. So you said you're in Target while this conversation is happening?
Yeah.
Okay. Could you see where Miss Adams was?
Yeah.
Where was she?
She was in the kitchen.
Kitchen of what?
Of the Dedham house.
And how do you know that?
Because I've been there before, so I know the layout of the house. And the faucet was running, and I could see the island in the background.
Okay. You just said she mentioned Miami. Did you notice anything about her face, her physical appearance when you had this FaceTime call?
No.
I'm sorry?
No.
Did you see any redness, swelling?
No.
Was she flush?
No.
Was she teary-eyed?
No.
Were there any bruises on her?
No.
You started to talk a little bit about places she said she was going.
Yeah.
Did you end mission?
Yeah.
All right.
She said
Where was that?
In New York, because she said she was. Yeah.
All right.
She said.
Where was that?
In New York, because she said she was staying. She was stopping off in New York for a couple of days. I asked her where she was gonna stay. She said at a hotel. I'm like, girl, we friends. You don't have to stay at a hotel. You could stay at my place.
All right. Did you actually see her that night? Did she stay at your place?
Yeah.
So where'd you first see her?
At the airport.
What airport?
LaGuardia.
And what were you doing out there?
I went to pick her up.
What time did you pick her up from LaGuardia Airport?
She told me she was on at 11, so I got there like minutes to 11. I had to wait because I think her flight was delayed. Yeah, her flight was delayed. So I waited there for like 45 minutes.
And so, did you end up seeing Miss Adams? Did she actually get in your car?
Yeah.
You picked her up from LaGuardia Airport? When she got in your car, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
Mm-mm.
Did you notice anything about her appearance?
No.
Was there any bruising on her at that point?
No.
What were you doing when she picked Miss Adams up?
We went to go pick up my friend Tally in Queens, and we were just chilling in the car. We were just like singing and just talking.
Anything out of the ordinary about either Miss Adams or your friend Tali's demeanor?
No.
What's your friend Tali's name? If you know?
Her name is Natalia Moses.
Okay. Your car, what kind of car do you drive?
Mercedes-Benz GLE 63S.
Is there any kind of aftermarket systems that's equipped with?
It parks for itself.
Let me ask you this. Does your car have video?
Yeah, well, I install dashcam in my car.
Oh, you put the dash cam in. That didn't come with the car itself?
No.
Got it. What I'm going to ask is if we could pull up video 2, I believe, from what has been marked exhibit number 5. Pause it right there. All right. So this is actually, for the record, the first video in exhibit number 5, Ms. Charles. looking at this, we've played 14 seconds. Do you recognize what we're looking at?
Yes.
What is that?
That's Mila in my car. Dashcam video.
All right, and that video, does that fairly accurately represent kind of the drive you guys had?
Yeah.
All right, there's a timestamp down here at the bottom. It says 11:48 and 18 seconds p.m.
Yeah.
Is that consistent with your recollection of
Yeah.
kind of after you had picked Mila up
Yeah.
from the airport?
Yeah.
What I'm going to ask Ms. Silva to do is go to the next video down on that list. Ask Ms. Silva to pause it real quick by hitting the space bar. Thank you. So, looking at video number 2, it looks like the timestamp on the bottom says December 3rd, 24 minutes.
Yeah.
Watching that video, what are we seeing in the video?
We were listening to Cranes in the Sky by Solange, and we were just talking about what the song was about.
Got it.
Yeah.
So when you say there, we, who is we?
My friend Natalia Moses and Mila Adams in the car.
All right, so where we paused it, it's a little hard to see, but is your testimony that Ms. Moses was in the car?
Yeah.
Who's in the front seat here?
Mila Adams.
So was Ms. Moses in the back seat of your car?
Yes.
Okay. What did the three of you do that night?
We went to Jersey. I have a house in Jersey City, so we went to Jersey City.
And what did you do?
Drink, eat wings, and watch TV, just chill.
All right. Did you end up staying or sleeping in Jersey City, or did you sleep somewhere else?
No, I went back to my apartment in Brooklyn.
Who went back to your apartment in Brooklyn?
Me, Tally, and Mila.
And what time do you think you got back?
I'd estimate probably like 3, 4 a.m. in the morning.
All right, so early in the morning?
Yeah.
That entire time span that we're talking about there is your description of what you just did, eat, drink,
Yeah.
have some wings and hang out. Is that a fair description of what you did that night?
Yeah.
All right. Where'd you sleep that night?
I slept on the couch downstairs, and Mila and Tally slept upstairs in my bedroom.
Okay. Do you remember how long Miss Adams ended up staying at your house?
Probably like a week, a little over a week.
All right. That night in Jersey City and back at your apartment
Yeah.
in Brooklyn,
Yeah.
do you have the opportunity to observe Miss Adams?
Probably the morning we got up. Yeah, because we girls, so we get dressed in front of each other. So, yeah, the day of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say you get dressed in front of each other,
Yeah.
what was on as you were getting dressed?
With a towel on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you observe any bruising, redness on
No.
her neck or chest?
No.
Did you observe anything on her face?
No.
I'm going to ask Ms. Silva if we can actually play the third video. And so I'm going to pause it right there and just ask you, so this image, is that a fair and accurate representation of how Miss Adams looked that day on December 3rd?
Yeah.
That video kind of depicts how she looked.
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Silva. Anytime the day of December 3rd, did you notice bruising developing, redness, any kind of physical marks on Miss Adams?
No.
On December 4th, 5th, 6th, did you notice any of that?
No.
Did Miss Adams ever tell you that she had been assaulted or strangled?
No.
Did she ever mention any kind of an attack?
No.
you remember when she left?
I can't give you the exact date, but probably like somewhere between the 9th, 10th, or 11th. Either one of those dates.
Okay. And after Miss Adams left, actually, let me back up. Strike that. So if she got there on December 2nd and she left on the 9th, 10th, or 11th, is it fair to say she was down there for a week, maybe a little bit more?
Yeah.
All right. After she left, did you see her again?
Yeah, I saw her afterwards.
Soon afterwards? Where was that?
In Boston.
And in Boston, where were you?
Where was I in Boston?
Yeah.
At the house. In Dedham.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah.
I understand. So you saw her again at the house in Dedham?
Yeah.
And when was that?
Probably the 13th. Yeah, the 12th or the 13th, because I had to go do his hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was there some sort of time-sensitive pressure about doing his hair?
Because he had to leave to go to Miami, so I had to go do his hair. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to do his hair. Probably had a game. He probably had a game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me back you up. Miss Adams leaves New York,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11,
Yeah.
and your testimony was that you think it was on the 13th. You saw her again?
Yeah. Either 12, 13, 14, somewhere there. I'm not good with dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was
At the house in Dedham.
all right.
Yeah.
What were you doing in the house in Dedham?
I had to do his hair.
Who was in the house in Dedham?
His mom, Mila, me. I think Marshawn was there. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I can remember being in the house.
Okay. Did you do Mr. Diggs's hair that day?
Yeah.
What time of day?
It was late evening.
In the evening then?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
How long did doing his hair take?
Between 3 and 5 hours.
And so, do you remember when you finished doing his hair roughly?
It was late that night. Yeah, like probably 10, 11, somewhere there.
What did you do after you finished doing Mr. Diggs's hair that night?
I slept on the couch because I had a flight 6 a.m. that morning.
6 a.m. the following morning or that morning?
So I did his hair the night. I stayed downstairs on the couch. I was laying on the couch on my phone. I stayed down there because I had a flight early the next morning.
Got it.
Yeah.
When you were down on the couch, what happened?
Like later into the night, Mila came downstairs and she was just talking about stuff that happened earlier in the day.
All right. Let me back you up there for a moment. Did you see anything unusual on the evening of December 13th when you were doing Mr. Diggs's hair?
Yeah, so I was behind the couch. He was on the couch with Miss Stephanie. We were watching a Netflix comedy special, and we were just there kicking it. He was on his phone. Mila was in the back of us, like in a little dining area. She was on her phone, and she shouts over to him, "Yo, Steph, when am I gonna get my money?" And he responds, "I think you spoke to the accountant." And her demeanor changed. His demeanor kind of changed. But I wasn't paying any attention to it. I was just doing my job. So after a while, she moves from behind on the dining table and she comes to the front, like on the side, like a love seat area thing. And she was there on her phone and she was just like laughing really loud. I don't want to imply anything, but like
No,
tell.
so
Okay,
let me
yeah.
stop you right there. You said she's over on her phone. She was laughing really loud.
Yeah.
Was she watching the comedy special?
No, she was just on her phone.
Okay. So you said later that night or the
Yeah.
next morning you spoke to her again?
Yeah, like in the probably midnight, 1 a.m. ish. Yeah, she came downstairs and we were talking. Yeah.
When she came downstairs, was there anybody else downstairs?
No, just me and her.
And what did she tell you when she came downstairs?
She asked me if he was annoyed. But
She asked you if
if he was annoyed.
and that's Mr. Diggs?
Yeah.
Did she tell you she was going to do anything?
Yeah, she she was trying to antagonize him while she was on the couch, like trying to get beneath his skin, and she was.
Sustained.
Okay.
So let me ask you this way. Did she indicate when she came downstairs that she was going to do anything? Did she tell you she was going to take any action?
Yeah, she said she was going to sue him.
For what?
For the money that he owes her. And, like, she going to take it to the blog. She going to
Take it to the block?
Blogs.
Got it.
Yeah. It was like an hour-long conversation, so it was a lot.
Hang on,
So.
man.
Let me stop you there.
Oh,
One
sorry.
moment.
That's okay.
So, do you remember her saying that she was going to make him pay?
Yeah.
Do you remember her saying anything about a hostile work environment?
Yeah.
Let me have one moment, Your Honor.
Yeah.
A couple things I want to follow up with. Ms. Charles. Did Ms. Adams, prior to her coming down that night, 1 a.m., and having this conversation with you, did she tell you that she had been assaulted? Did you heard anything about a strangulation and assault?
No.
That night, when she was talking about the suing Mr. Diggs,
Yeah.
did she say that she had been assaulted?
No.
I want to back up down to kind of early in your testimony. You said you have a dash camera in your car. How long have you had that?
Probably a little after my birthday, which is September. So, yeah. Probably end of September, beginning of October.
Okay, why do you have that?
Because people are scamming in your insurance fraud. Like they hit your car, they see you have a nice car, and they try to get money out of you.
In New York, you said?
Yeah.
I don't have any further questions.
Caldwell, care to inquire?
Good afternoon, Ms. Charles.
Afternoon.
So you've been doing Mr. Diggs' hair, you said every 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah.
For how long?
So I started doing his hair when he was at the Buffalo Bills, and then last year, like a little before the Met Gala last year, is when like I started doing it consistently.
Okay, so for more than 1 year you've been doing it, or?
Yeah.
And that's you said like a 3 to 5 hour appointment every 2 to 3 weeks. How much do you get paid when you do that?
It depends on the style I do. It could range from $600 to probably $1,500.
And you said that sometimes you go to the games afterwards.
Yeah.
How many times has that happened?
I went twice when I was in Dedham, once in New York, and once at the Super Bowl.
And you also said that at least on one occasion you slept over his house. Did you sleep over his house often, or?
No.
When did you meet Ms. Adams?
Probably August, September.
So at the time when she went to New York, you'd known her for 2-3 months, something like that?
Probably, yeah.
And you'd known him for over a year?
Yeah.
And you'd seen him every 2 to 3 weeks for 3 to 5 hours?
Yeah.
So is it fair to say you knew him better than you knew her?
No, because we have a client service provider relationship, so I wouldn't say that's subjective.
When you're doing his hair, do you talk to him?
I keep it professional, so just how's the game, stuff like that, nothing in his personal life.
If I may, 1 moment. Nothing further.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Charles.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the defense calls Natalia Moses.
watch your step, and then you can remain standing facing the clerk.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
You may sit or stand.
Good afternoon, Ms. Moses.
Good afternoon.
Can you state your name and spell your last name for the record, please?
Sure, my name is Natalia Moses, Moses.
All right, and I'll just ask you to keep your voice up a little bit so that everyone in the court can hear.
Sure.
Do you also go by a nickname?
Yes, Tali.
Tali is your nickname?
Yes.
All right. Where do you live?
I live in Brooklyn, New York, and I've just moved. I live in Florida. I go between Brooklyn and Florida as I have a business in Florida as well.
Okay, and what do you do for a living?
I'm a hairstylist.
Do you work for any particular salon or on your own?
No, I have my own business.
Okay. Do you know Shai Charles?
I do.
How do you know Shai?
Shai and I met in 2018. I started off being her assistant, her braiding assistant.
Okay. Do you still work with Shai?
No.
All right. What about Stefon Diggs? Do you know Stefon Diggs?
No, not personally.
Have you ever met Stefon Diggs?
No.
Is Stefon Diggs a client of yours?
No.
Okay. Do you know Mila Adams?
I do.
How do you know Mila?
I know Mila through Shai.
Okay. When is the first, have you ever met Ms. Adams?
I have.
When is the first time you met her?
I want to say December 2nd into December 3rd. Around that time, that was the first time I met her in person, but I would have spoken to her on the phone on multiple occasions before.
Okay. And did you talk to her, just the two of you before December 2nd?
No, not just the two of us. We would always speak on with Shai in the middle, so it would always be on Shai's phone, so I never spoke to her one-on-one prior to December 2nd.
I see. Okay. So, Shai and Ms. Adams had a relationship.
That's correct.
And then and you and Shai have a relationship.
That's correct.
And sometimes the three of you would talk.
That's correct.
Understood. And were these calls professional calls, business calls, personal calls?
Personal calls.
Okay. All right. So what were the circumstances under which you met Ms. Adams on December 2nd?
So she said she was passing through to New York, and Shai told her, well, she could stay at her house. I just came from Atlanta because I had a job in Atlanta, and Shai told me that she would pick me up as we were coming in from the same airport. I, however, came in before Ms. Adams, so I went to my family's house, and Shai picked me up from there with Ms. Adams in the car.
Okay. And where was your family's house?
In Queens.
All right. And that was the first time you met Ms. Adams?
In person, yes.
In person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I take it you had been in Shai's car before?
That's correct.
All right. And can you describe her car, the outside of it?
It's a white Benz AMG.
Okay. And can you just describe the inside of her car?
She has a red interior.
All right. Does she have any recording devices in her car?
Yes, she has a dash cam in her car.
All right. And can you describe what that dash cam looks like?
It's a rectangular shape. She has it on the top of the windshield.
Okay. So you can see it when you're sitting in her car?
That's correct.
All right. And did you know that that dash cam was in there?
I did.
All right. Did you know that on December 2nd?
Yes, I did.
And you could see it when you were sitting in the car on December 2nd?
Yes, I did.
All right. After Shai and Ms. Adams picked you up in, I think you said Queens?
Yes.
What did you do after that?
We went to New Jersey.
And what did you do in New Jersey?
We was just chilling at the house. We bought food, and, girl time. We was just hanging around watching music videos and stuff like that.
Okay. And during that time, it's a strange question, were the lights on?
It was.
Okay. When you were with Shai and Miss Adams at the house in New Jersey, did you notice any marks or bruises or redness on Ms. Adams' face?
I did not.
Could you see her neck at that time?
Yes.
Did you notice any marks or redness or bruises on her neck?
No, I did not.
Did she complain at any point about soreness or stiffness or, soreness or stiffness?
No, she did not.
You testified, did you see her eat?
I did.
Did you see her drink?
I did.
Did she seem to have any difficulty swallowing?
She did not.
Did she complain about difficulty swallowing
No, she did not.
or sore throat at all?
No.
All right. Did her voice sound hoarse?
No, it did
Did her
not.
voice sound any different than it had sounded when you previously spoke with her?
No.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary in her appearance or her behavior on December 2nd?
I did not.
Okay. How long did you end up spending time with Miss Adams in New York City?
Approximately a week.
Okay. Did you spend that whole week, and I'm sorry, I should have asked this question. Did you stay in that house in New Jersey on December 2nd?
No, we went to Shai's house in Brooklyn.
Okay. And did you end up staying there that night?
We did.
Did you stay there also on the night of December 3rd?
I did.
And did you stay there all the way up until December 9th?
I did.
Okay. And did Miss Adams stay there as well?
She did.
Where did you sleep in the Brooklyn house?
We all slept in Shai's room.
Okay. By all, you mean you, Miss Adams, and Shai?
And Shai.
Okay.
Sometimes Shai would go to her boyfriend's house, so sometimes it would just be Miss Adams and myself.
Okay. I take it you at some point woke up on December 3rd.
Yes.
And what was Ms. Adams' behavior like on December 3rd?
She was fine. She was bubbly.
Okay.
Yeah, a good personality. She didn't show any signs of anything wrong.
Okay. Did she cook for you?
She made breakfast.
And same question on December 3rd. Did you spend December 3rd with her?
I did.
Did you see any bruises, redness, marks on her face at that time?
No.
Were you able to see her neck on that day?
Yes, I did.
Were you able to see her chest on that day?
Yes, we all stayed in the same room, so we got dressed and everything together.
Okay, understood. And did you see any marks or bruising or redness?
No.
On any of those areas? Okay. Did you see any such marks or bruises or redness, anything like that, the entire week you spent together?
No.
Okay. Did there come a time where Ms. Adams asked you to take a look at her hair?
Yes.
Can you? What was that? How did that come about?
So I was supposed to do her hair. So a stylist, I would analyze her hair. I would lift it up just to see if, the style that we was going to do. I was trying to decide on the style that we was going to do. So I did have close-up view to her neck and her hair.
Okay. And in the course of lifting her hair and looking at her neck, did you see anything?
No.
Okay. Do you remember taking a couple of videos of Ms. Adams while you were together in New York?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember approximately when that was?
Possibly December 7th or 8th, around that time.
Okay. And I will ask Mr. Kettlewell to very smoothly play Exhibit 8, please. Okay, and we could just pause that. Sorry. Ms. Moses, is this one of the videos that you took of Ms. Adams?
Yes, it is.
All right, and can you just describe where you are?
We were in Shai's room there, and we were just goofing around, listening to music and dancing and stuff.
Okay. And then if you could just complete that video, please. All right, and then Mr. Kettlewell, if you could play Exhibit 9, please. And can you just hit pause for a second? Thank you. Is this the other video that you took of Ms. Adams?
Yes, it is.
And that was on that trip in New York?
Yes, it is.
Between December 2nd and December 9th?
Yes.
Okay. And was this close in time to the first video?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Kettlewell, if you could keep playing. And was that video that you took, was that consistent of how Miss Adams was being with you?
Yes.
Okay. Did anyone ask you to take that video?
No.
But Miss Adams knew you were filming her.
She did.
Okay. And the entire time that you were with Miss Adams in New York City, did she mention anything about being hit?
She did not.
Did she mention anything about being choked?
No, she did not.
Did she say or do anything that suggested to you that Steph Diggs had hurt her or scared her in any way?
She did not.
Okay. I have no further questions. Yeah. Cowell?
Just briefly, that New York trip, was that the first time you had ever met Miss Adams in person?
That's correct.
You said you didn't see any bruises on her. Were you looking for bruises on her?
No, but she was in my face.
Nothing further.
Thank you, ma'am. You may step down.
Thank you.
Defense rests. It has to be heard.
All right, defense for us. Jurors, so the defense has rested. There's no further evidence in this case, so that is closed. So that means that, as I predicted for you, what remains will be the closing statements of the attorneys, and then I will give you my instructions for you on the law. What we're going to do is we're going to suspend for the luncheon recess, and we will resume at 2 o'clock with all of that, okay? So there should be, your lunch order should be ready, hopefully, and we'll see you back here in a little over an hour. All right, thank you.
All rise, jurors can step down, please.